the blue. You better turn off this show and forget. Still watching? Then let's test your brains with horrible histories of Gory games. Horrible histories of Gory games.
Hello and welcome to Gory Games with me, Dave Lamb, and with Rattus. Rattus, are you okay?
Oh, Dave, I'm feeling a bit giddy. I was sniffing around something really cheesy and I was overcome by the fumes and nearly passed out.
Well, what was it? Some sort of out-of-date brie or something?
No, one of your running shoes.
Yeah, haha, very funny. Let's just meet today's horrible historian, shall we?
Hi, I'm James and I'm from London.
Hello, James.
Hey, I'm Ash and I'm also from London.
Hello, Ash.
Yo, it's me, Callum, and I came from Leighton Buzzard.
Yo, Callum.
Welcome, everyone. And you can play along at home too, using the Gory Games app.
If you haven't got it yet, check out the CBBC website.
Right, you lot are playing to win year spheres.
And at the end of the show, the person with the highest year score will win a historical artefact that would look out of place in the British Museum.
Or more precisely, in the skip out the back of the British Museum. What's round one? Let's go over to the Gory grid.
It's the vile Victorians. Good day.
So, 4 questions on the Victorians coming up. The person who gets the most right wins the first year sphere. And your 4 Victorian topics are stuntmen, Alfred Nobel, gadgets and Queen Victoria. So, Callum, you get to pick first in this opening round. What would you like?
Can I have stuntmen, please?
Now, prepare yourself, Rattus, because this is a question from death.
True or false? Bobby Leach was a famous Victorian stuntman who died going over the Niagara Falls in a metal barrel.
Bobby Leach was a famous Victorian stuntman who died going over Niagara Falls in a metal barrel. Is that true or is that false? Show me your answers now, please. Bang! Everyone's gone for false. Let's find out if they're all right or all wrong.
It's false. He survived the barrel drop, but died years later when he slipped on an orange peel, broke his leg, and died of gangrene. What a lemon!
Yes, it's a shame to see a mango like that.
Mango. Oh, I should have said that.
You're slipping. Congratulations, everybody. That's a point apiece. Ash, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Queen Victoria, please.
True or false? At Queen Victoria's coronation, the Archbishop lost the coronation ring.
Is that true or is that false? Show me your answers now, please. Well, Callum and Ash agreeing with true. James thinks it's false. What's the answer, please?
It's false. He didn't lose the ring, but he did place it on the wrong finger, and it caused Queen Victoria an awful lot of pain to get it off.
James, congratulations. That's an extra point to you. And it is your turn to pick a topic.
Please may I have gadgets?
And that, James, is a prop question.
Prop question, prop question, prop question.
Rattus, you've booby-trapped 2 of the prop cupboards, haven't you?
Yes, Dave.
You're my friend, right?
Yes, Dave.
And you wouldn't want me to get hurt, would you?
No, Dave.
No. So which cupboard is the prop in?
The top cupboard, Dave.
OK, thank you, Rattus. I trust you. Righty. Oh. Why, Rattus?
It's like an illness, Dave. I'm a prankster.
Rattus, just tell me which cupboard it's in.
It's in the bottom cupboard.
So clearly, then, the middle cupboard. Yes, here we are. At last, the prop. No thanks to Rattus. Rattus. Here's the prop. Have a good look at it. True or false? This was a belt worn by Victorian hunters designed to carry dead pheasants. So, you've had a look. What do you think? Is that true or false? Everybody's gone for true, and I can tell you it is true. You're all right. Congratulations, everybody. That's a point apiece. So, with 1 question left in this round, you're all still very much in it. Here comes that final question, and it's on Alfred Nobel.
True or false? Famous Swedish scientist Alfred Nobel is today remembered with a Nobel Peace Prize, but he actually invented dynamite.
So what do you think? True or false? Show me now, please. Everybody's gone for true. Are they all right or are they all wrong? Let's find out.
It's true. To be fair, Nobel invented dynamite for mining, but it was soon used for war as well. So he invented the Peace Prize to make up for it.
Congratulations, that's a point, everybody. Well done. And at the end of that round, with a maximum score, James is the winner of the first year sphere. And it's time for me to say, all hail the party pyramid. James, help yourself to a year sphere. But pick carefully, because AD dates will be added to your score, but BC dates will be subtracted from it. So, winning the Victorian quiz means that James is automatically through to play the Victorian game. But will he be alone, or will everyone get to play? Let's find out, shall we? It's a single-player, scary game. So take a deep breath, James, and get down that time sewer. During the Industrial Revolution, children had to do things even more horrible than appearing on this show. They'd have to work in noisy factories that were so dangerous you didn't always go home with as many fingers as you'd arrived with. It's time to play...
Factory Fingers.
Your challenge is to make your way through the factory machinery, find the 4 lost fingers, scramble back through the machinery, and put the fingers back onto the hand. Succeed within the time limit, and I'll hand you another year sphere. And your shift starts now. He starts off through the mangly type thing. Well done, oh, lovely duck and roll there. Lovely. I wonder if he's in the forces, Rattus.
I think he could be.
Yeah, he certainly seemed to roll very nicely. There's the first finger. So he's got to take these bars out here to try and release the finger, and he seems to be doing it extremely well. How
Right
quick
in
he
there with
is.
no hesitation.
He is going to have that digit in no time. If we hadn't had a good shot of his fingers at the start, I'd be checking now to see if he'd lost some in the past. So good is he at retrieving them. And now he goes through this loom. There he goes. Now he's got to try and bring this down on a chain. The key here is speed, isn't it,
It
Rattus?
certainly is. You've got to ratchet that chain round at a heck of a lick.
The other way, of course, is to just try and leap up and knock the finger out, which seems to be what James is
leap.
trying to do.
James, leap.
And he's doing it successfully.
He's done it.
That's not cheating for me, that is invention.
Absolutely.
And the Victorians were all about invention, Ratters, so I say well played. Look out. Here comes the factory owner.
Hurry! Hurry up! Hurry!
What a nasty man, Ratters. How would you like it if during the commentary while you were commentating I just went, hurry up? Hurry.
I'll stop before I'm bitten.
James is onto his third finger.
He's got him.
He's very good. He knows when the finger is freed enough, and he just dives in and yanks it out. Now, in one of these sacks is the last remaining finger. And he's got it! Will he get through the mangle with them? No. He's going to need to put those fingers... That's very clever. He's problem-solving as he goes here, isn't he, James?
30 seconds remaining.
He got those fingers through the loom ahead of him, and now all he has to do is put the fingers on the stuff. 4. Boom! Middle finger. Twang. Little finger. Interesting. And ring finger. High five, James. You've won the game. Well done, James. Help yourself to a year sphere. Well done, fella. Very good work. There we go. That's 2 spheres already gathered. Excellent work. And we are on to round number 2. To find out what's up next, it's back over to the Gory grid.
It's the awful Egyptians.
4 questions again, and your 4 all-important topics are Egyptian gods, Tutankhamun, buildings, and cures. So, Ash, it is your turn to pick first this time.
Can I have Tutankhamun, please?
Here's what I want to know. At what age did Tutankhamun become pharaoh? A, 9 months old, B, 9 years old, or C, 99 years old?
So, at what age did Tutankhamun become pharaoh? Was it A, 9 months old, B, 9 years old, or C, 99 years old? Let's have a look at those answers, please. Everyone in total agreement. They've gone for B. Let's find out what the answer is.
Well, I can tell you, the answer is B. Tutankhamun became pharaoh aged just 9 years old.
Oh, a 9-year-old in charge of the country. Imagine that.
Yay.
You've all done superbly well there. You've all got a point. Congratulations. 1, 2, 3. It's your turn to pick a topic, James.
Can I have Egyptian gods, please?
The Egyptian sun god was called Ra. But what did the Egyptians call themselves? A, the cattle of Ra, B, the slaves of Ra, or C, the Ra-Ra-Ra?
So, what do you think? Is it A, B, or C? They've all gone for A. Let's find out if they're all right or all wrong.
The answer is A, the cattle of Ra. Yes, we're all cows. Though I have fewer flies buzzing around my backside. I hope.
Excellent. Well, maximum points in this round so far. This is very, very exciting. Callum, it's your turn to pick.
Buildings, please.
In ancient Egypt, what was the so-called beautiful house? Was it A, Queen Cleopatra's beauty salon, B, King Ramesses II's golden palace, or C, the place where dead bodies were turned into mummies?
What do you think? Is it A, B, or C? Let's see your answers now, please. Total split. All three possible answers given. Let's find out who is right.
The answer is C. It's the place where dead bodies were turned into mummies.
Superb work. One question left in this round, and it's on cures. That question is from Rattus Rattus.
Here we go. What was the Egyptian cure for baldness? Was it A, to drink blood from a dead lion, B, rub crushed bat's ears and viper's oil on your head, or C, swim naked in the Nile, then wash in goat's wee?
Thank you, Rattus. So, what do you guys think? Is it A, B, or C? They've all gone for B. What's the answer, Rattus?
Well, Dave, it just makes it tenser and tenser because the answer is indeed B. Rub crushed bat's ears and viper's oil on your head. Crazy, of course, but still worth a try, Dave.
I don't know what you mean. How dare you. That is a point apiece. He has yet to get a question wrong. Superb effort. James, help yourself to another year's fear. OK, James, as the winner of the Egyptian quiz, you're through to play the Egyptian game. But will you play on your own, or will the others join in with you? Let's find out. It's an all-play, brainy game. So come on, everyone, get down that time sewer. Lead them on, James.
See you, Rattus. Oh, laters, potatoes.
Laters, potatoes, indeed. The average Egyptian pyramid weighs 5.4 million tons. Fortunately, our pyramids are a lot lighter. It's time to play...
Pyramid Puzzle.
10 blocks, your challenge, to work out which block goes where. First to finish their pyramid in the time limit wins the year sphere. So ready, steady, get building! And off they go. Very important to get your foundations right here, isn't it, Rattus?
Foundations is everything, Dave. If you get the base wrong, that's it. You're stumped for the rest of the game.
In the past, we've actually given them the base layer of the pyramid, but this time round, we're not doing that, and I'm afraid that is going to hamper James considerably, because what he's managed to achieve there is put his first piece down upside down.
It is indeed upside down, Dave.
Yeah, if you look at Ash's base, you'll see what James actually needs to do is flip that piece over. Ash has made a flying start. The base already beautifully lined up, and so too Callum. Look at that. Callum's even started the first floor of his pyramid, so it's really tight here between brown and green. James, I think, well, he's a bit of a non-starter because he's got his base layer upside down, and with the best will in the world, you're not going to get any mummies under that. So, there's Callum on his second floor. He's doing very well. They all are lifting these heavy pieces of stone. Very strong contestants we've got. Ash has done the first floor. Well, this is terrific pyramid building. I think a future career in architecture beckons for Ash because she's knocked up this pyramid in super quick time. Terrific work. Callum doing equally well. And, well, you know, fair play to James. He's actually got the shape right. It's just upside down. I've got a cheeky little factoid for you here, Rattus. Egyptian pyramid builders were paid in radishes and garlic. If only the prize on offer at the end of this show was as good, Rattus.
No, it's a billion times better.
As if. Whatevs. Look at this. Ash has finished the second floor. Just 2 floors remaining. There's another piece going on. I think this is all over, Rattus. She's very, very canny. Just the point required. And there's Another point delivered. Ash wins the game. It's dance time. Very good stuff. Yep, help yourself, absolutely. Help yourself to a year sphere, Ash. Look at that. Right, round 3, and it's over to the Gory grid to find out what's up next.
It's the terrible Tudors.
4 questions, as always, and here are your 4 Tudor topics. Punishments, nicknames, sport, and baths. So, James, it's your turn to lead off this time. What's it going to be?
Please may I have sport?
Is this true or false? In 1540, Henry VIII banned football because it was injuring too many men who were needed for the English army.
So, in 1540, Henry VIII banned football because it was injuring too many men who were needed for the English army. Is that true or false? Let's see your answers, please. Callum and Ash have gone for false. James on his own with true. Let's find out what the answer is.
The answer is, it's true.
Yeah, football was a vicious sport in Tudor times. There were no rules. Congratulations, James. 9 points out of 9 now for you. Extraordinary. Callum, your turn to choose a topic.
Can I have nicknames, please?
True or false? I like to give my close friends nicknames and gave my French friend, the Duke d'Alençon, the nickname Frog.
So, what do you think? Is that true or false? Everybody's gone for true. Let's find out if they're right or wrong.
It's true. I called him Frog because he looked a bit like a frog. How brilliantly witty.
OK, that's a point to everyone. Excellent stuff. Ash, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Punishment, please.
True or false? The Tudor punishment for a man who had poisoned another man was to be crushed under a stone.
Could that possibly be true? Show me your answers now, please. Everybody in total agreement. They've all gone for false. What's the answer, please, you Madge?
It's false. You would be boiled in water or lead. My father, Henry VIII, once had a kitchen cook boiled alive just for poisoning his dinner guests.
Yeah, only the one cook was boiled, though, of course. Because, Rattus, too many cooks would have spoiled the broth. That all went very well. Point for everybody. Well done, well done, well done. The final question is on baths.
True or false? I like to take 4 baths a year.
4 baths a year. Is that true or false? Everyone's gone for true. What's the answer, please?
It's true. I took 4 baths a year. It's an awful lot, I know.
4 more than me.
And don't I know it? Well, stupendous scoring. A point for everyone. Callum and Ash, you've done brilliantly in these quizzes, but James has not got a single question wrong. I'm going to applaud him as he goes forward to collect his year sphere. I think we all are. The whole studio's on its feet. We've never seen anything like this before. OK, James, you've won the Tudor quiz, so you are through to play the Tudor game. But will you be playing alone, or will the others be joining you? Let's find out. It's a single-play, brainy game. So, James, you know the way by now. Back down that time sewer.
Bye.
Bye. William Shakespeare was a very...
I'll introduce this one funny-shirted man.
Yes, all right then, Ma'am.
I was a fan of William Shakespeare. I was also a fan of a good put-down, and his plays are littered with them. But can you tell the difference between an insult invented by history's greatest playwright and history's stinkiest rodent? It's time for...
Foul play!
So, you have 8 insults. Your challenge, to work out which 5 were actually made up by William Shakespeare. Choose 5 insults and move them to the board. Then touch the Hamlet skull to find out how many you've got right. You can keep trying new combinations until you get all 5 correct. But you've got to be quick about it, as you're against the clock. And your time starts now.
What he's got to do here is pick out the genuine Shakespearean insults, there's 5 of them, and separate them from your 3 insults, Rattus. Let's see what he's doing here. He's gone for horseback breaker. By the way, James can't actually hear these sound effects. They're just for you at home. Bed presser. That sounds Shakespearean to me. I like that. And swaggering rascal.
You have 4 correct.
So what's coming off? Swaggering rascal comes off. And he replaces it with billowing burp toad.
You have 3 correct.
Ooh, only 3 correct, so that one wasn't right. Let's see what James does next. Swaggering rascal's back. And a new one, melodious stink whistle.
You have 2 correct.
Oh, come on, James. Don't be a bum baby.
Dave, I think that Bombailey is probably the funniest word I have ever heard in my life.
Yep, you did say that yesterday, though, about jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi!
You have 4 correct.
Yes,
It's still got him.
You have 4 correct.
4 correct now, but time is running out.
30 seconds remaining. You have 3 correct.
Oh, I'm not sure about James's technique here. If you're moving more than one at a time, you have no way of knowing whether what you've moved has made an impact on the game.
You have 4 correct.
4 correct again. He's so close.
You have 3 correct.
James is getting himself into a bit of a flap here. He just seems to be randomly throwing insults around, which is rude.
You have 3 correct. Time's up.
Oh, bad luck, James. Melodious stink whistle, billowing burp toad, and bulbous bird brain were all wrong. No year sphere that time, I'm afraid. That was difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really difficult.
Really, really difficult. It's the final round now, though, so it's over to the Gory grid one last time to find out what we've got.
It's the Vicious Vikings.
No quirky quiz in our final round. It's straight to our big all-play Viking end game, and it's a scary one. So, everybody, get back down that time sewer.
Here we go.
Take a deep breath.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos. The date is 793 AD, and all is calm on the island monastery of Lindisfarne. But not for long. It's time to play
Viking attack.
You are defenseless monks. Your only hope of surviving the Viking attack is that you're not found. Every time you step on a sinking, noisy wooden panel, you'll be sent back to the start. Reach the end of the path, and you're faced with 2 doors. Behind one is freedom. Behind the other is a Viking! Find him, and you have to start all over again. First person to escape wins the year sphere. Ready? Steady? And they're off! Oh, and Ash nearly lost her footing there. They've all been sent back. It's just a cacophony of horrible noises right at the start of that game. Oh, and there's another one. Ash. Oh, and Callum, both returning. Not James, though. This is excellent concentration. What they're being here are monks trying to creep away from marauding Vikings who are intent on, well, killing them, let's be honest. There's a monk in the background, a genuine monk there. We're very lucky to get these 3 monks. It was very interesting, actually, negotiating with them to appear on the show because they'd all taken a vow of silence and we had to guess whether they were up for it or not. And I think we're seeing quite a lot of guesswork from our contestants, too. What they really need to do is commit the route to memory. This really is a game of concentration. You have to remember where you went wrong last time. No, it was the last one. You saw him looking at that floorboard there as if he wanted to kill it.
He gave it a jolly good point, Dave.
Yes, and he's having another go, striding very purposefully, but Ash is right at the end. Oh, no, she's failed at the final plank. James is through. And he's approaching the door. Oh, that's made him jump.
Made me jump.
We almost had to employ Ash's little sound effect there for James, the way he reacted to that. He's having another go, though, but can he beat Ash and Callum to it? He's going to do it. It is through. This time there's no Viking. Monk James is free. Well done, fella. Help yourself to another year sphere. Well played. Wow. Callum, how did you find that one?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, good. Excellent. Ash?
Well, I was like literally nearly there, but I missed the plank, so I had to go all the way back to the beginning.
James, you did it again. Was that Viking scary?
I got really scared, but luckily I got the right door, so...
Tremendous work. Well, now it's time to count up those year spheres. And remember that AD dates are added and BC dates are subtracted. It's the moment of truth. Callum, I'm going to go for 0. But as you well know, that could be the winning total. Ash, let's see if you can go ahead of Callum. Let's have a look at that first year sphere. Oh, it's all over, Callum. It's 1348 AD. The Black Death hit England that year, which means, Ash, you have taken the lead. So, 1,348 to beat. Now we come to James. Let's have a look at that first one. It's a good start. 37 AD. Caligula became Emperor of Rome that year. Let's have a look at the second one. Oh, no! 1 million. BC, Stone Age man, first came to Britain round about then. James, I don't think there's much coming back from 1 million, but let's see where we end up. Let's go on a journey together. Let's have a look at that third one. We're back in the positives. 1485 AD. Richard III was killed in battle that year. Let's have a look at that fourth one. Oh, bang! Oh, no! Somehow it's getting worse. 1.5 million BC. Stone Age man first used fire. Roundabout then. James, let's have a look at that last one. Well, it's a positive, you'll be pleased to hear. 1603 AD, the death of Queen Elizabeth I. That means, James, that your overall score is minus 2,496,875. You got all your questions right. The trouble is, history is horrible, and you will be leaving with absolutely nothing, I'm afraid. So, today's winner with 1,348 points is Ash, which means that you win a most amazing prize to be presented on any quiz show on this particular channel at this particular moment. Yes, it's some old tat that Ratters has found in the time store, unfortunately.
Old tat? It's a saint's finger, which people in the Middle Ages believed could perform miracles, or at least it might be a saint's finger. A lot of religious relics were fakes.
Well, let's find out, shall we? Oh, mighty finger, grant us the miracle of turning this awful prize into something decent. Nothing. It's definitely a fake, I'm afraid. There you go, Ash. Just a bit of bone on a plinth. Enjoy. So, well done, Ash, and commiserations to our runners-up, Callum and James, who unfortunately will need a miracle themselves to get through this next bit without contracting a horrid disease, because we're sending you home through the time sewers. I'm so sorry. Off you go, fellas. If you want to play along at home next time, don't forget to download the Gory Games app.
Oh, no.
Well, that's it. It's goodbye from me, Dave Lamb, and good riddance to him, Ratters.
You know you love me, really.
I do. I hope you enjoyed Gory Games. Bye.
Horrible history's gory.